This cartoon, which was created by the Illinois Policy Institute, was made to expose the crookedness of high-class politicians and their constant neglecting of the education system. This movie, which is based off of this image, shows a real-life encounter based off of what is represented in this political cartoon. This is Trey Adams. Trey is currently a freshman in college but is struggling to pay for his education. This is Richard Hayes. Richard is a Republican politician who is under fire for allegedly misspending government funds and refusing to contribute to local school systems. Let's observe their encounter and see what happens whenever Trey catches politician Hayes on the street and asks him for money to help pay for his education. Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Would you happen to have a couple of dollars to go towards my education fund?
I gave $1 million to the school fund, if that's what you're asking.
Is there any record of that, or is that just you?
Yeah, it's on my tax deductible write-offs for my business for the past 15 years that I've owned. Lies. Politicians actually have to route all their charitable contributions through their political office.
So you're telling me you can't give me money personally for my education fund?
I've given the school what I think to be enough money.
Well, how much is enough to you?
$1.5 million. That's pretty good.
That's enough to cover like 3 tuitions, sir. That's not doing anything. These people deserve money. People that are actually in need. The community, the educational community deserves a lot more money than you guys are giving them.
Yeah, I'm giving my money to defense spending and tax cuts for my buddies. That's because I like them and I don't really know you. So
Just because you don't know me means you shouldn't help me? You're a politician, sir.
I did help you.
You're a politician. I see the pin on your shirt.
I mean, I've given money to I've given money to the school fund, and I've passed a lot of legislation that helps people like you do what you do. Like I paid for my bills, probably paid for Redford Commons over there. False. Most funds for federal food subsidies and building construction usually comes from federal state grants or appropriated funds from research grants. The state legislation bill paid for food subsidies, but as far as education, y'all kind of on your own. You work jobs, right?
As a college student, somebody who hasn't really established a stable career yet, how do you expect me to vouch for myself whenever it comes to paying for thousands of dollars to get an education? That doesn't make any sense to me, sir. It really doesn't. And I believe that it is your job as a politician, somebody who's high up and in control, to help me with that. It is your job to make sure that I am receiving those resources. But obviously you haven't been doing a good job. You can see by his running off that Richard Hayes is extremely frustrated, confused, and even embarrassed. His failure to thoroughly answer the majority of Trey's questions emphasizes the main point in question. Why do politicians refuse to donate sufficient funds to school systems?